Hello, Grace. You're here with me this evening, and we're going to do a mindscaping session. So, before we get started with that, I always just want to find out first and foremost, what do you want to change today, or what do you want to work on today?
Well, there's a lot of things, but when I was thinking, okay, so one of the big things for me is, and it's probably quite, it's not long-winded, but it,
Yeah.
it makes sense to me, but it might not make sense to you. So I had a very chaotic childhood. The family home was very chaotic, very stressful, very tense, there was a very low vibration, um,
Okay.
a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking, things like that, a lot of arguing. So there was this, I feel like I, I still feel like I always go back to that like negative low vibration instead of like moving forward and like seeking like greatness, like just like, just calmness. And I always pull back to that, to chaos, whatever. Like it's
Okay.
almost like it draws me, like that's because that's what feels normal and comfortable, because that's what I guess my unconscious mind was raised with, so
Yeah.
that feels safe. But I just want to break free from that and be like, no, I don't have to have a new partner that's chaotic, or you know I don't have to self-sabotage. I just want to break free from that, move forwards, and be like, I want to raise my vibration from that and just leave that behind.
Beautiful. So, raise that vibration and leave that stuff behind, break free from it, be done with it.
Yeah.
Nice. Lovely. And
Cut the
again,
cord.
cut the cord. Absolutely. And again, as I said, a lot of that is just kind of familiarity at that unconscious level because it's just kind of used to the same old and it seeks that. So that's what we're going to go ahead and we're going to change it today.
Yeah.
Because again, it's just as easy to redirect in that opposite direction and again, raise that vibration
Yes, that is what I truly would like.
to let go and break free from, that chaotic stuff,
Yeah.
stuff that you're unconsciously seeking out or even attracting unconsciously. Flip that.
Attracting, because it feels safe. Yeah, 'cause yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
brilliant. And so how would that feel then? And just take a moment to even imagine that. How would that feel then? Just imagine wave a magic wand. I don't have one, but that'll do. Just imagine a wave that that's already happened. You've let go, you've broke free of that.
Well, it'd feel really good. It'd feel like a new chapter. I'd feel freer, I'd feel lighter. I'd
Freer and lighter.
I'd feel yeah, I'd feel freer.
Beautiful. So feel freer, feel lighter. Obviously, that raise that vibration too. That would
Yeah.
probably fall into it as well. Lovely, lovely. Brilliant stuff. So again, as I said, mindscaping is really a great fit for that thing because again, what we're working with mindscaping is really at that unconscious level. So again, that stuff that's been coming up that we're not consciously seeking out to do, we're not seeking out to attract these situations or people. It's happening at that level. So that's where best to work. So we'll go ahead and do that. And the great thing with it is that I don't have to know what it is. You don't have to know consciously, but your unconscious knows what needs to shift, what needs to change today to redirect that. So
Mm,
all of a sudden you start bringing this other stuff in. As the vibration raises, you let go of the low vibe stuff, you let go of the chaotic stuff,
yeah.
and all of a sudden you start to notice those changes. Like, oh yeah, that's pretty nice. That's sort
Yeah.
of little shifts, in the days, the weeks, the months ahead as that happens. So windscaping is really great for that. Um, so what I'd like to ask you then is if you could pick one word that summarizes and encompasses all that, so the freer you want to feel, the lighter you want to feel, and raising your vibration, and just that kind of happiness all around.
Mm.
What word would that be?
Mm. So the word would be something that would be how I want to feel, or what it is I want to work on. Which one?
Yeah. So it could be either one. It could be the goal. So it might be something like
I think that I'd like to actually call it what it is, which is, I do know where I want to be and go, but
hmm,
I want to really bring into my unconscious mind like this this can it be two words?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Well, it's just this low vibration.
Yeah. Low
Mm.
vibration. And how does that resonate with you? Does that feel like the kind of right word, or words rather, that summarizes that issue?
Yes. I think it encompasses, because I mean, I could sit here for 2 hours and tell you the whole backstory, but I think that just encompasses the
Hmm.
feeling. And that's like trapped in my body, that feeling. That,
Yeah, just then break it up and let it go.
Mhm.
Brilliant stuff. So you're happy to go ahead with that then? Low vibration. That's kind of the two words that
Mhm.
encompasses all that. Perfect. Perfect. And again, those words or word, whatever it happens to be, it's great to hone in. But again, as you know already, your unconscious mind already knows what you're ready to change today, what you're ready to work on today. But it's just nice to have that anyways as an extra guide to really hone in on the specifics. So with that, we can move ahead with it, and we'll just call that low vibration, although it won't be that for long.
No.
We'll raise that up and get it higher. But do you have any other questions or anything before we begin and get started with that?
No, I don't think I do. No.
Perfect, perfect stuff. So when you're ready, Grace, what I'd like you to do is just go ahead and make yourself comfortable where you are. So place your feet flat on the floor if you're sitting down,
Yeah.
or whatever that happens to be. Perfect,
Okay, okay.
perfect, cool. And so when you're ready, what I'd like you to do is just go ahead, take both your hands and just place them over your heart center like that. Whenever you're ready.
Just gonna just make sure yeah, it's off. The phone's
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Always a good shout, no problem. But if there's any sounds anyways, it won't bother you. As you know, hypnosis is internal, so you're going within anyways. So as you place your hands there now, in a moment, all I want you to do is to just take 3 slow, deep breaths. And after each breath in, as you exhale, I just want you to say those 2 words, low vibration. And you can say them out loud or in your mind, whichever you prefer. So you can just go ahead and begin that now. As you exhale, just allow those hands to drop down onto your lap or wherever is most comfortable for them. Perfect. As you do that now, you can just continue to breathe comfortably, drawing your attention to your breath, even the tiny space between your inhale and your exhale. And as you do that, you may begin to become aware of certain sensations, maybe the sensation of comfort and support beneath you as you sit there now, or maybe the temperature in the room around you, or maybe the sound of my voice as you pay attention, or just allow the words to drift on by as you go deeper now, deeper within yourself, deeper into that experience now. I'd like to ask your unconscious now, a powerful unconscious mind of yours, to just go ahead and do an internal search and find the most specific and appropriate map for that thing that you're working on changing today, that we labeled low vibration. So the most specific and appropriate map for that issue that you're changing today, called low vibration. And when it's found that, I'd like you to just go ahead and bring that forward. And I'd like you to imagine it just dropping down onto the ground beneath you. And as you imagine that, just imagine it begins to unroll in all directions. So off into the horizon ahead of you, and off to either side, and then all the way back behind you, unrolling in all directions, almost like a paper map or a treasure map. And I'd like you to just let me know when that's happened, when you've imagined that. You can just nod your head. Perfect. And so now that that map is there beneath you, what I'd like you to do now is to go ahead and imagine that that map springs up around you in full 3D, comes to life around you now in full 3D. Just imagining that now. And again, some features may be natural, some may be man-made. Just imagine that happening now. It springs to life so that you're now within that map. Once again, just let me know when that's happened. You can nod your head to let me know. Perfect, perfect. And so now that you're there on that map, what I'd like to do before doing anything else is to mark the spot where you are on that map right now. So should you go anywhere else or explore in this place, you can easily find your way back. And so you can just let me know what you'd like to use to mark the spot where you are now. It can be anything.
Well, you might not know what it is. Care Bear. It's a
Care
teddy
Bear.
bear, but it's a care,
A Care Bear.
a care.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I know the Care Bear.
I don't know why the Care Bear's going to mark the spot, but it is.
Perfect. Any particular colour?
It's a pale green one.
Pale green. Perfect. And so now that you've went ahead, mark the spot where you are right now on the map with that pale green Care Bear. And you won't miss that. Now that you've gone ahead and done that, I want you to just let me know, what do you notice directly in front of you now?
Well, it's more of a sense of than a strong visual picture. It's more of a sense of
Perfect.
very tall, dense, dark green, slim trees.
Okay.
Like a forest, but more like one that you'd see like in the middle of nowhere, like just dark, very tall, thin trunks, and then like green, very slim green trees,
Mm,
very dense, just loads of them.
okay. Just
Very,
loads of those
very tall.
tall, thin, dark, dense green trees. You get a sense of that now. And how do you feel about those in front of you now?
Mixed because they feel obviously it's beautiful because it's nature, but then just just the vastness and the amount of them and the density is quite choking, quite overpowering, quite
Mm,
suffocating. But
okay.
then there's that element of beauty as well that I can't see that beauty right now because it just feels a bit imposing.
Mm, a bit imposing. Okay. And so, is there anything you'd like to change, add, or remove in front of you now to make that feel even better, less imposing, bringing more of that beauty?
Feel like they need to separate. Like I still want them all there because it's a God's creation, but it's but I just feel like there needs to be more distance between each tree, so it's not such a thick forest. It's not
Perfect.
like they're still there, but they're just spread out.
Mm. So just go ahead and do that now. Take your time, spread them out perfectly so that there's just the right amount of space between them that opens that up. That feels right. Just let me know when you've done that.
Yeah, I've done it. It feels better.
Feels better. Perfect. And so now that feels better and you've spread those out, I wonder if you can let me know what the sky looks like in front of you there now. Do you get
You
a
could,
sense of that?
yeah, you could barely see it before, so it's just so much trees, but it's yeah, the sun's shining through and the sky's clear. It's nice.
Wonderful. How do you feel about that?
I like it. It's comforting.
Mm, it's comforting. And is there anything you'd like to add or change about that in any way to improve it? Are you happy with it how it is?
I'd like, in the sky sometimes where like literally shines down and it looks like it's hard to describe, but it's like light, just like a tunnel of light that comes down through a cloud. I can't really describe it. I know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I want
Perfect.
like that, yeah.
Mm. So just go ahead and do that now. Let me know when you've done that and how that feels.
Yeah, it's there. It's nice.
It's nice. Lovely. And standing where you are now, do you get a sense of how close or how far all those trees are in front of you?
Yeah.
Hmm. Are they close by or far away or what's it like?
Some of them are close by, but then they're just beyond. It's just a big vastness.
Hmm. Okay. And how do you feel about that distance from where you are and where those trees begin?
Happy, it's fine. Feels fine. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. And so, what I'd like you to do now, standing where you are now, is to just go ahead, imagine turning around, facing the opposite direction now. And as you do that, turn around and face the opposite direction. I'd like you to just let me know, what do you notice there now, directly in front of you?
It's like a big cave, like a big cave.
Big cave. Okay, a big cave. Can you describe that to me? What's that like?
It's actually a very big cave, and it has like a metal grate, so you can't actually get into it.
Okay.
It's very dark. Everything's very dark. It's very dark. It's like really dull grey stone, and it's very big. It's not tall, but it's very big. It's not that tall, but it's very big. And yeah, like a metal, not it's not like bars, like a metal grid, like just blocking it. Like, yeah.
Okay, interesting. And how do you feel about that now? That big cave with the metal grid blocking the entrance.
I feel a bit taken over by it. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's very close and it's a lot.
Mm.
It's not nice.
Okay, it's not nice. And so, what would you like to do then to change that feeling? You can do anything at all.
Hmm.
What would you like to change about that?
Think. So I was thinking maybe get rid of it, push it away, whatever. But I think ultimately what needs to happen is that that light that I talked about coming from the sky
Hmm.
needs to now come back here and shine on that and shine the light down, that that light coming from the sky down all over it, in through the grate into the cave. And as it happens, which I'm going to do now, it's like just love and light just shining on it again, and
Beautiful.
just like just some flat, just things start to blossom and grow,
Hmm. Things start to blossom and grow.
and just have it's just the light. It's really the powerful light.
Hmm. Just that powerful light flooding into that cave, filling it with that love and that light, allowing anything within it or around it to begin to blossom and grow. Beautiful. And so just take your time. Go ahead and do that now, in whatever way is right. And let me know when that's happened. That love and light comes flooding in.
Yeah, it's looking better. I'm just going to push it back a little bit. I mean, I don't want to push it too far, but just going to move
Hmm.
it backwards a little bit as well.
Yeah.
It looks nice now. I'm just going to move it back a little bit, and just so I can actually see it better, because when it's so close up here, so
Hmm.
I just like move it away a little bit and just really see that light.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there's daisies, the daisies, and it's just green now. And I'm just going to have a think about this grate.
Hmm. Take as long as you need. See how you feel about that. You might have more perspective now that you've a little bit more distance between it.
Yeah, it's like the it's like the heat of the light, the glow is like just sort of not melted it away, but just sprinkled it away. And
Hmm.
it's now just a nice cave. Well, it's not even a cave now, it's more like a mound, a hill, and it's
Lovely, lovely. So that grate is just kind of sprinkled away.
mm.
And how do you feel about that now?
Well, it's still dark inside a little bit, but it's like, but the outside's changed and it's different now, so it feels different, feels better. And I think the light did go in there and went in there. I know this sounds so weird, but the light did go in there and the love went in there, but I'm
Lovely.
happy to leave it. I'm happy to leave it now. No, I'm not going to say in darkness because that has a negative connotation, but I'm just happy just to leave it in the shade.
In the
Like the
shade.
cave is now it's in the shade. The light went in. I'm just happy now just to leave it in. Yeah, let's say just the shade. No, it's not in darkness, it's just the shade, and then it's got all the greenery on top. So yeah, it's better.
In the shade. Because that light and love already went in through it. So just shade. Perfect. And I wonder, is there anything you'd like to place maybe where that grate was before to commemorate that? Or to maybe let people know that once was there? Or would you just prefer to leave it as is?
I've put something there.
Yeah. Perfect. How does that feel now? So you've marked that spot.
Nice.
Perfect. Does that feel better than before? Perfect. Perfect. And so, now that you've done that, is there anything else you'd like to add or change or remove there at all to improve that in any way? Make it feel even better?
Yeah, I think me and my children could just we're just gonna be there, have a quick little play,
Yeah,
a quick little play. They're there. It's nice. They're
perfect.
it's happy, and it's nice. I mean, having the kids there is perfect. And to be
Perfect.
honest, to be honest, my ex-husband can come as well if we want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Whatever feels right.
yeah, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. And so just place them all there now. Let me know when you've done that, how that's feeling.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. And so as they're there now, just having that little play around there, what I'd like you to do for a moment is to just go ahead now and face back around that opposite direction again. So where those trees were before. Just
Yeah.
let me know when you've turned back around. Perfect. And so I'd like you to just describe what's in front of you now, what you notice. If it's still the same, or has it changed in any way? What's it like?
It's the same as how we changed it. It's nice and spread out. It's light. It's yeah. It's still a wood. Yeah, it's nice. It's fine.
Lovely, lovely. And so what I'd like you to do now, when you're ready, is just go ahead and imagine drifting right up on your safe, comfortable and protected. Just imagine drifting up directly above that spot where you are now,
Mm.
up into the sky, higher and higher, gently and easily, until you get high enough that you can see that entire map from way up there. You can see that map and all the way off into the horizon, where that map leads to, beyond that forest and trees. And I'd like you to just let me know where that map leads to. What's on the horizon?
Um, well, it's a mountain, really, a very tall mountain.
Very tall mountain.
Mm.
Okay. How do you feel about that? Tall mountain.
It's powerful. It's nice.
Powerful. Nice. Wonderful. And so what I'd like you to do now is to just go ahead and look directly below you. So you can look down and see that spot you marked with that pale green Care Bear. And then I want you to just go ahead with your eyes starting at that spot and just look through the entire map, down through the trees, moving forward, beyond the trees, just looking, scanning through that map all the way through to that tall mountain at the end. And just let me know what else you notice on that map.
Big house.
Mm, big
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. And like some sort of water, whether it's a river or something. But yeah, a nice big house, a home.
A home.
Mm.
Beautiful. So the mountain, that home there. And so whereabouts is that? I know the mountains on the horizon. Is the home outside the forest or further beyond that? Whereabouts is it?
Well, there's the forest, and then like a clearing, and then there's next section. It's just you can just see a big home, and then there's the mountain on the horizon.
Beautiful. And so, how do you feel about that as you look at it from way up there?
Yeah, it feels achievable. It feels nice. It feels yeah, it feels good. It feels nice.
It's good. It feels achievable as well. Perfect. And so, I'd like you to just have another scan through that again. And this time, just look and see if there's a clear path that takes you from the side of the forest where you are now, all the way through to that clearing, to that home, and then off up to the mountain. Just let me know if there's a clear path or if there are any blocks or obstacles in the way.
I can't see the path, but I because it's just such a big map. But
Yeah,
I can sense. I sense
you
that
sense
there
it.
is. I sense that there is a freedom to get there.
Beautiful. So you sense that freedom to get there.
Mm.
You know, there's a way to get there.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Perfect.
I'm not visualizing a set path, but I do feel that.
Perfect.
I feel the
Perfect.
flow, feel a good flow that will get a flow to get there.
The flow to get there. And that's the main thing. Once you sense it and you know that, it's the main thing. Perfect. So there's that freedom. You've that way to get there. Perfect. And is there anything from way up there now? You can see that map from a different perspective, from that vantage point. Is there anything you'd like to change, add, or remove up there? Any element of the map from way up there now? Something you'd like to change in any way to improve it, make it even better?
I guess just make the atmosphere just a bit, a bit warmer. Just a bit more warmth from the sun. Like from the weather, just that warmth, that nice air, that nice,
Lovely.
yeah.
Mm. So just go ahead and do that now, whatever way that happens,
Mm.
whatever feels right. Maybe the sun gets brighter,
Mm.
maybe clouds part, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah, it's nice.
Perfect. And is there anything else you'd like to change, add, or remove in any way about anything down there while you're up here in this place above the map?
I just maybe just I'd like to see my family and the people who I love. I, I don't want to see them, but just know that
Oh, they're there.
they're just
Yeah.
down there. Not a brilliant visual of them, but just that they're
Hmm.
there and happy and the energy's good. Yeah, that's nice.
Happy and the energy's good. Perfect. Again, you can just get that sense of them there. Just that knowing they're there, that they're happy, that energy is good. Lovely. And are you happy with all of that?
Yes.
Perfect. And so what I'd like you to do then is to just go ahead and gently drift back down, all the way back down to the surface of that map, back down to the spot where you marked on that map. Are you there now?
Yes.
Perfect. And so once again, I'd like you to just let me know what you notice directly in front of you now, if it's still the same or if it's changed in any way.
I'm just now right in front of the house, and well, I feel like the house has come to me really,
Okay,
and I'm just the door's open, and can go in if I want. If I want to go in, I can go in. It's just an open invite. It's there, and it's
wonderful. How does that feel? That house has come to you.
nice.
It's nice, wonderful. And is that in front of the trees then, at where you are now, or what's it like?
Kind of the trees have just gone to the side, and the house has just come here.
Ah, okay. So the trees are off the side and the house is directly there in front of you now. Perfect. How does that feel, having the trees around it as well?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Perfect, perfect. And so what I'd like you to do now, as you're there, is to just go ahead and look down at your feet and just let me know what you're wearing on your feet, if anything.
Just some green wellies.
Green wellies. Perfect, perfect. And so how do you feel about those green wellies for the journey ahead? Do you want to keep them on, or do you want to change them, or how do you feel?
Oh, I don't know. Oh gosh. No, I think I just prefer. I think I'm ready for some slippers.
Some slippers. Perfect. And some people even like to bring two different sets of footwear so they can change at any point if they want to. That's always an option too, if you'd like to bring both. Or you can just wear the slippers if they're comfortable for that journey ahead. Whichever works best.
Yeah. Um, I'll just keep the slippers.
Just keep the slippers. Perfect, perfect. And so now, is there anything else before you set off on that journey into the horizon? Is there anything else that you'd like to bring with you on your journey to make it even easier, even more enjoyable, freer and lighter?
No, I'm okay.
Perfect. So you've everything you need. Perfect. Very good. And so now that you've everything you need to make that journey, enjoy it. Make that journey comfortably, easily and safely. What I'd like you to do now is to just go ahead and look up into the sky above you now. And as you do, you may begin to notice what look like little dots way up there in the sky. And as they begin to slowly drift down closer, you notice that they're actually wrapped up gifts or presents in boxes. They're all different shapes and sizes and colours too. Some very big, some very small, some in between. As they get even closer, you may notice they have different frills or ribbons on them. Some similar and some different, however they appear. You notice that as they come even closer now, gently drifted down from the sky, they come down in an even form, spread out evenly, beginning right from where you are now and landing all along through the forest, now through the clearing, all the way to the mountain. And as they begin to come closer now, touch down and land within each of those gifts, as you pass them, you can open them and take them with you, whatever's in each of those gifts. And you won't know what they are until you get to each one. When you'll open it, you'll know exactly what it is, and it'll help you in your journey. You can take that with you and keep it and enjoy it. And again, you'll notice those things and you'll know what they are and recognize them as you come across each one of them, as you open it and take it with you on your journey, making it even easier, freer and lighter the further you go. The further along you make it, the more energy you feel as you get closer and closer to that. The power and energy from all those gifts just begins to build and build as you enjoy your journey. So just let me know when they've all landed. Perfect. And you get a sense of how close or how far away the nearest one is to you now. The nearest one directly in front of you.
Yeah.
How close by is it roughly?
Really close.
Within arm's reach? Or...
Yeah.
Perfect. And if you wanted to, you could even go ahead and open that one before you begin that journey. Take that gift with you if you want. It's up to yourself. You can just let me know if you'd like to leave it a while, or open it now and take it with you back to the waking world.
I'll just open it later.
Perfect. So you can just go ahead and open that later. I know it'll be right there for you. And it won't be long until you open it, because it's pretty close by. Perfect. And so now that all that is in place, and you have everything you need for your journey ahead, everything's set up, you're all ready to go, I'd like you to just go ahead now, into drift and float away from that place now. Again, knowing that everything's intact. In fact, you've already begun that journey. And as you drift and float away from it now, I'd like to thank your powerful unconscious for bringing that forward for you and for working with you today, helping you those powerful shifts, changes that you've already made and will continue to make in the minutes, hours, days, and even weeks ahead. Because as you go about your day, your unconscious continue making, processing those shifts and changes and energies in the background. allowing that to build and build over the days and weeks ahead, allowing you to notice those changes beginning to unfold in beautiful ways. And just like those gifts, when they happen, you'll know them, you'll recognize them, and you'll know that you're on the right path and that something has changed, something has lifted, something has shifted. And again, you'll know that as you continue to move forward, bringing those beautiful feelings with you, that freer, lighter, higher vibrational feeling. Begin to anchor that in now. And you may even get a sense of that already as you imagine what that'll be like when you step into that. And when you do, you can even take a deep breath in to allow yourself to anchor that in now. That's right. Just allowing yourself to begin to notice what that feels like. Allowing that to begin to spread throughout the body. Breathing in those changes. And knowing that there's much more to come. So I'd like to ask your powerful unconscious now to just go ahead and tie up the final bits, the final pieces as they all fall into place. Continue to process the days, the weeks ahead, leading you to those greater changes as life becomes better, easier, and happier. More flow, more love, more light. Freer and lighter as each day gets brighter. That's right. And so as that happens now, I want you to just take another deep breath in, breathing in those powerful shifts and changes. And in a moment, I want you to come all the way back to now, wide awake, fully alert, feeling brilliant, bringing all those changes back with you, but only as quickly or as slowly as you know you're ready to bring them back with you and keep that change. Only as quickly or as slowly as that happens now, when you're ready and you know you're ready. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel a bit out of it. It was a very unusual experience.
Yeah, it's quite a powerful one, as you know. Lots of shifts there.
Yeah, a lot. I felt like I went on a big journey.
Lots of shifts in that one there, indeed. Yeah, but it's a nice it's a nice experience. So that was your first one, wasn't it? Your first
Yes, I've
time
never had.
experience, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And how's it feel to be on that end of it?
So different. Yeah, like I'm having deja vu right now. That's weird as well.
Yeah,
Really weird.
yeah,
Um, it felt nice to be like to do some self work on me and just
mm,
yeah to experience my unconscious mind and what it's got to tell me. It was yeah, it was interesting. There was some big some big moments there. Yeah.